Well, hello, everybody. Devil Size back again. I know I usually have my vtuber avatar up, but right now I'm currently using the camera for, as you can see, painting the Warhammer today. I'm doing my Imperial Knight, my Warden, and hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get it started. It hasn't been fully assembled. I'm actually going to leave a part of it to assemble for most of the time. So let's get started with we'll go on the legs. Just move this over here. I'll move these other pieces out of the way. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure all the pieces are assembled and ready to go and ready to paint. I started off, as you can see, spraying the coat with gray seal white, and what I want to do is actually eventually, of course I'm going to do a lot of the grays and stuff and metallics looking for that, but most of the outer pieces I'm probably going to do I want to do a finish off pretty much with a Caliban green at the end. We'll work our way up to there. First, I want to start with all the metals, and then I'm working with the armor pieces up top. So, let's get started. It's my first time painting in front of everyone. I've done a few other models before, off screen for myself. Hope you guys will enjoy. Love your feedback, but let's keep going. Okay, we're going to start off with lead belcher. Yeah, lead belcher, and I'm going to work my way up through the weights on that. Brush ready. I'm just going to pretty much work out the pot over there. Sorry if I'm in the way. I'm going to show, at least I'm going to start painting, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing as I go through it. Do bear with me. So basically, I'm just going to try and get all the way in here. I probably should have not have put all the armor pieces on. Kind of handicapped myself. But, you know, you make mistakes and you just got to roll with them sometimes, right? Start to thin out a little bit here. Really get in there. I can be sloppy a little bit with this one because this is just the build up to what I want to finish off the metallics colors. Sorry, I put that off the frame. As you can see, I'm getting it. You can see the color differentiation right now. Here to work on that a little bit. Going down most of the whole way here to avoid. The less I can get on here, I can color up in here, the better for me. Later on, no, less work, less time, more time to get more details in front of you guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this entire model. I want to kind of usually like 4 or 5 hours. This might take more than that because it is a bigger model, so I might do this in pieces. But for the most part, as you can see, I'm just going to color over everything that's going to be metallic right now with lead belcher. A little hastily, a little sloppily. That's just how I roll. I should probably refine that into a better system. But I like that, layer it up and work going for the contrasting colors. And that's just my thing. I'm using a small, tiny brush for this one. Usually it would be smart to use a bigger brush, but And how I goofed up by accident without realizing I was just in a I was just kind of trying to rush everything to finish and make it look good for ultimately painting today. So that was, yeah. This is very therapeutic to me, though, I will admit. And this is going to be helping finishing the last of my Imperial Knight's army. I have to build 2 more armigers or war glaives, either or. I'm going to have those magnetized for that out. And then I got to build a. What do I have the other? I think I have a Valiant. I need to buy and purchase and make. Then that'll be the 3rd army of my 2,000 point armies. I have a Necron army that I built in my 1st army. Still one of my favorite armies. Would be my 1,000 Suns army, spearheaded with my Magnus the Red. I wouldn't mind redoing another one of those again. He was actually one of the most fun models so far I've had to build. That was a very enjoyable project. How you guys doing? What's your guys' favorite models and the ones you would like to do? Quite curious. Sometimes I let my tongue speak before my brain finishes. As you can see, I'm slowly building up all that in here, trying to get into every nook and cranny. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm just. As you can see, the contrast so far. It looks good. It's going to get better, in my opinion. I hope you guys stick around to see more of that. It's going to take some time to get to that point. But I appreciate everything you guys, if you guys are staying by and watching. I normally have my model up, and I do appreciate, I'm sorry about that. I gotta get a second camera for that. Work in progress. This isn't usually something I normally do, so. Okay, there we go. Trying not to splash into, yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Got a little bit on the shield up top. That's not good. I do apologize to you guys. You're probably just looking at me just painting something and not seeing what's being painted. I'm sorry. First time painter on stream here. Well, for painting in front of other people. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little subconsciously. It's just I gotta get used to it, so I'm going to fumble. And I'm going to be the first to admit that to you guys. So, yeah, if you're looking for perfection, I think you won't find that here. But I would appreciate if you stayed around and help critique, or if you enjoy it, it'd be great. This leg is coming really nicely together. At least in my opinion, I'm enjoying it. It is coming out great, isn't it, guys? So one of the weapons I have is going to be the Thunderstrike Gauntlet. I really want to do a glow effect later on that one, so that's one. I'm really excited to be playing with that when it comes to it. I hope we can get to that on stream. The order of operation I'm going to be working on, I'm going to do the legs first, including the armor pieces down here, get all this knocked out, put it to the side, and I'm going to start building the top. Because I have all the top pieces assembled, and then I will work my way to the arms and stuff. that way, since you know it's more detailing in there with that. So I don't know if I'll probably. I know I'm gonna probably move this over. I'm recording this as well, so I'm gonna have this transfer over later on to YouTube. So if you guys have missed anything or want to see something again, it's under the same name as Devil Size 13 on YouTube. If you need to look that up. But if you're on YouTube watching, I stream. I'm starting to stream a lot more. I'm starting to get there on Twitch, and the same name as Devil Size 13. So you can come see me when I'm live over on Twitch TV or YouTube, wherever you want to go. I appreciate it so much, and hope I can entertain you guys further. Let's get this in here though. It's nice having a mat. It's the first time I've actually had a mat. Oh, my nails I'm so sorry. Looking all scraggly, disheveled. Man behind the mask. Oh no. Immersion broken. Immersion broken. I really used the shit out of this red belcher over the course I've had it. Well, that's gotta get painted anyways. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just painting most of the legs, most of the metallic on the legs. It's gonna be lead belcher as the undercoat to really, you know, highlight the metallics bringing out later. I've done this on a few more models. I started with that. Then I did the Iron Warriors as a layer for like a good chunk of it above it. Like I want to say like 70-85% of it. I covered over this with Iron Hands, and then I did a light, you know, edge eye highlighting of the storm has silver as well. So that's probably what I'm going to be going to build up to. I just like going through the metallics like in that order. It has a nice schedule built up, and it looks gorgeous when everything's said and done. It'll be very common for people to do that soon. Let me just put more paint back on that. Load it back up. The Knights have definitely been the one I've had to use a lot of the of lead belcher and storm, and actually a lot of my metal paints have been used on this one. Gorgeously detailed, you can see. Well, a lot of surfaces, a lot of pieces. They look really nice in person. Is that camera like really bad? I'm so sorry if that's the camera. Probably it's not a good professional camera. I just realized. You do what you gotta work with. But how you guys chat doing? You guys find anything you like interesting here with this? Oh, sorry. Now I'm getting, okay. Now we're starting to play with getting into the metallics, into the legs here. This is only one leg so far. I overestimated how much detail is in here. This is one of my bigger challenges. I love this. And this is going to be one of my better ones when I get this done. I can't wait. It's going to look gorgeous when I get this completed. So what's your guys' favorite models you guys have either painted or want to paint or want to make, and What would you like to see me eventually do? Just hearing back from you guys on that one. These servos and gears. Try to leave this is going to be a gold in there, so that's going to be like one of the last things I paint down here on the legs. Oh, sorry. I'm getting really into the whole nooks and crannies with as much as I can with this one. Making sure that really holds the metal when this comes out. I swear when this gets how I want it to do, it's gonna look fantastic and stand out. Each little bit's gonna add to its, I swear. But I'll let you guys judge at the end. All these quartz. There we go. Perfect. Here. Sometimes I wish I didn't put, yeah, I wish I didn't put some of that on there. Again, that's part of my little perfectionism though. It's probably what I like about painting is I get to detail it how I want. Oh. And I'm quite particular how I like my paint, apparently. These are models. But as long as I'm, speaking of it, the more I get into the lore, as much as I love the lore of the Thousand Suns, I kind of like the lore of the Iron Warriors. I love the Emperor's Children's lore. I actually can't wait to when they come out with their models. Hopefully, when they come out with some models in 40K, and I get to start painting some of that army. That's another thing I would like to do is that color scheme. That would be an interesting one. Okay, now I'm going to be, as you can see, I'm painting down the leg area, trying to. So far, I've painted all the metallics on the legs that I can see of, that I can. So I'm just finishing off all that with the lead belcher on this one. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same. Entirely in every nook and cranny and every space. Here, yeah. Real deep in here. Some toesies section. I don't even, yeah, the foot section. Getting finally detailed into here. Just up and down underneath everything. Just, I'd rather have a completely fully painted model for some reason than, you know, oh, you move it over somehow or it breaks, you're like, wow, you didn't really paint everything. But it turns out you only painted what you can get to, and I don't know, just how I am. I just go the extra mile there, I think. I don't know, eye for detail, I think really it is. But, you know, to each their own, right? Okay. Stop with this brush for a second. get a thinner one because I'm about to work into the real. I'm about to show you guys what I'm about to work into here. Okay. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be the fun part for me. I mean, as you can see, I'm down in the toe section. My goal is to be working next in here, so I'm gonna have to get really finely, as you can see, into here. And then we're going to probably paint the underside here as well, so the thinner brush is going to be perfect for that. While I'm at it, I'll get into the vents on the legs, and then I'll pick up my bigger, I'll probably come over here and get this all knocked out with the smaller one. Oh, sorry. This all knocked out with the small one as well after I get all the inside of the toes. Then we'll continue with the bigger brush back over here on the lid belcher and get all this done. Pretty much, as this is all going to get hit with the metallics. We'll see how that comes out afterwards. I appreciate you guys staying with me so far and watching. Love to hear your guys' opinions. Even a hello would be great. Okay, so. Let's go. So finely detailed. That's why I got the really tiny brush for a reason. I'll show you guys in a second when I get this done what I was doing down here. If you guys can't really see. It's a really bad angle, I do admit. Alright. Gotta make a few mistakes, right? As you can see in the toe area, here, I got them painted now. You can see the coloration now. So I'm going to continue back with the outline of that bottom here. So I'll show you what it's supposed to build up to slowly but surely. Steady hand, light hand. No need to rush. It is satisfying when it comes together so beautifully well done, though. Give me a second, I'm a little concentrated deeply in here now. I'm so sorry. Look at that. You can see the contrast now of everything. I'm trying to get it. Slowly but surely we build up to what we need. I would rather go slow and get how I want it than to speed rush and go, look, it's done, but, you know, would I really be proud of that? I think you guys are more excited about the end product, though. We'll see, hopefully, when we get there. Yeah. So here's the fun. Honestly, like I said, this is my third army. I chose these after because I pretty much did a Chaos Legion, and I did a Xenos Legion of being the Necrons. And I might as well just round it off with, you know, the Imperial army. So I'm probably gonna try and I don't know what the army I'm gonna do next. Like I really want to do Mechanicus, but then I also want to play with an Emperor's Children or the Death Guard. Even though the Death Guard's stuck on the tabletop, I just want to. My main goal is to eventually buy and make one of every model and paint it. But, you know, that's a personal ambition for that. I'm excited for that idea eventually. It'll take some time and it'll be a long goal, but at least one heavy model in stock. That's, you know, not like ever been made of them now. And yeah. Slow. I do like choosing gray gray for one. It's in between both the black and the white, so I think it's a neutral color, perfect for anything. In my opinion, it makes the metallics look more metallically and makes the other colors more rich in their colors too. But that's just a personal idea. I want to eventually try a zenithal touch and work my way into learning different styles like that. But like I said, one day at a time, one model as well at a time. And the more I learn to paint, the better I get, the better my skill will get, and the happier I am, and the more I improve, everyone else seems to enjoy, hopefully. But again, I enjoy this hobby a lot. I have played a few games, still learning 10th edition, still waiting for... It is difficult sometimes to find people who have the time to really play. I get it. Everyone's busy in life. Sometimes just the people aren't just around you. That does look gorgeous, right? Compared to like the legs, you can actually. You would almost think that was actually metallic. A metal leg. So. Got that painted in there. Let's get this braid in the back. I forgot, it's kind of driving me nuts right here. Oh, I missed a lot of that crap. The whole back side of everything. Well, I was mostly focused on the front up there for the second. That was holding up this area. At least the small brush comes in really handy for these very, very tight nooks and crannies in this back area. I would recommend anyone who's getting into painting or wants to get into painting get a variety of the size brushes, because you never know when you'll need a smaller brush or a bigger brush. For the most interesting little things. With the minor repairs too, you know. Okay, finishing that. Probably should have chosen a bigger brush to paint this coil. But I was already moving with this brush and the small details, so my error. There we go, that's what I thought I missed. There we go. Yeah, I should apply the coat evenly all in that area. How's it looking so far, everyone? Really standing out, right? Okay, now get the bigger brush. Back again. Doop doop doo 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 doop. This leg dusher does work beautifully for a good undercoat for most metallics, especially for silvers. As long as I don't do that and overcoat everything like an idiot. Oh, at least before it dries, I can absorb most of the paint out of there. Spread it where it needs to go. Oh, shit. Yeah, see what happens when I get a little sloppy like that? Don't get sloppy, people. Please don't try to get sloppy. Okay, so I managed to get that back to how it looks good again, back to detail. It was a blob there for a second because I overpainted and I had too much on my brush. Okay. Get this all dabbed up like this. Getting into the recesses. I have to come back and repaint over that anyways. I don't want to make more work for myself, so I try not to paint over. I want to repaint over everything. Okay. Onto the dome piece here. About halfway through the legs. Metallics, in my opinion. I was going to magnetize this, but I was like, you know, I'll see how the transportation is going to be with these guys, so I'll probably have to keep them broken apart in general. At least when it comes to transportation and storage of them. Who knows? Okay, more detailed. Okay. I'm on the other side. You can see when I'm starting to get into all the. Pretty much gonna be looks like the Knight's left side. To me, looking at it, be my right side. That's what I'm working on right now. Well, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to start referring to the side I'm working on as the left side, or whatever side, you know, parallel to their body, the model's shaping or facing me. I'll refer them. So I'm working on the left leg now with all its metallics. As you can see, it's been coming up beautifully around where I have it in the other leg, and you can tell from where I started here on the gray. Looks starting to get there. Trying my best not to touch the paint. Every time I look at it, I look like I miss some more and more. But again, it's just me probably being really picky. I will admit right now, the color looks good for the lead belcher, but at the same time, the way one of my lights is, as much as it's helping me, it's also kind of like, doesn't, lead belcher by itself and this lighting doesn't really look too well. But it's a nice start to what I need to build up to. Sorry. There we go. It's a little different than how I'm painting. Should I be painting for how I would see it, and you guys just every so often show you where I was working on and how I got to that point, or would you guys prefer that I show you guys while I'm painting it, where I'm painting? Because now I'm working over in this quadrant right here. I'm all over the place when I paint, it looks like. I'm so sorry. I'm just... wherever my fancy seems to be hitting me up, where I'm repainting or painting over. Okay, let's get that up. Boom. Okay. It's all dabbed up in here. It's gorgeous so far. I'm gonna hold off on that little metallics down in here for a second because of I'm gonna want that smaller brush back again. I knew I missed a section of paint on that coil. So many nooks and crannies. Sorry about that, guys. About done with the upper part of the leg for the most part. Finish getting this chains one down here, working on that. There we go. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, sweet, got this done. Upper part. Ooh, look at that. As you can see now, I'm into the quadrant of the left. All I got left is pretty much this whole section. Finally detailing that banner down there and the feet. And that should be with all the lead belcher. And I'll probably start working on the, I'm going to be doing a non-oil base wash over that. And I'm going to hit up, do I even hit up the non-oil? No, I'll hit with the iron hand steel over like a good chunk of this. And then I'll hit up with the non-oil over that. And then I'll hit with a highlight with the steel Stormhorn silver. Again, that's how I'm going to be working this today for the legs. It's even drying. Oh, that's because it's dry over here to touch on this leg. Here we go. I love when something starts coming together beautifully, as you can see. This is just the start of everything now, so can't wait till we start touching the updated coloring on that. You'll see how it looks when I have patch with the Iron Hand Silver over this. Some of you are probably like, why just leave with the lead belcher? There's a method to my madness. I swears. There's a method. I think a lot of people are seeing a VTuber and not seeing my little icon. So if you're just showing up, I apologize. I can't. I don't have another camera to stream. I wish. Plus, I don't want the dual microphone. The problem probably kicking in like that. So that's another concern I'm working on. I'm trying to iron some kinks out that I wasn't expecting, and some technical difficulties I did not foresee. So me being a goober, probably hurting my quality and everything, but gotta learn some way or another, and I really wanted to do this. So yeah, it's still coming out so fun and so beautiful. So excited, so excited. Ooh, it's getting hot in this freaking room. Yeah, so we get to the nitty gritty in here, trying to get this fat brush to all these crevices. There we go. Oh, that looks so good. So much metallic detailing. So much fun. But when done properly, it will look so beautiful. I promise. Now I'm willing to get judged by the internet for my model painting. I'm painting into the legs here. I forgot about that. The ones closer, I can't really get into there. This one I can. This one don't have a lot of detailing for that. Sorry guys. Need to re-get that point back up. You can almost tell where I forgot where I painted because of it being so done. I missed a few spots. That's expected. I'm not Picasso. I'm just Devil Scythe. Amateur painter. Amateur model painter. But hobbyist. Hobbyist, yes. Sad, not many people are watching, or if I can't really tell, I don't have I really don't have a view count on right now. So if you are watching, drop a hello. Just let me know if there's eyes on. Either way, I'm still gonna do what I'm doing. Painting and painting. Blah 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 dum 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 dum. There we go. Now we're into the feet. I missed a few in here, I noticed. Yeah, let's get definitely deep inside that area. Okay. Like I said, if anyone's now tuning in, my goal is to go from the legs up to the top chassis. After the top chassis, then work my way into the arms. That is my goal for today's paint and how I will conduct my schedule. Okay. Oh, sweet. Why does it look like someone that painter hasn't painted it? Just finishing some rough spots I've noticed. Okay, like I said, I just gotta do the feet, toes areas, and that should be the last of all of my lead belcher on this bottom part of this model. Some detailing in here I forgot. Some small stuff, guys. Even a small fine brush can't fix, right? Perfect. Before I finish the feet, I just want to go over the last areas I can possibly see and that I probably missed. Definitely this chain. this little metal bar down here fixed up too. Up and over, up and over. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that looks good there. Now, finish the actual foot area. Here we go. Sorry if I'm being quiet, just deeply intensely focused. It's very delicate. Procedures. Well, it's not really a procedure, it's just a fun little hobby. Bloop. There we go. Perfect. I've played a few times with this. So, funny thing is, I played a few times with this faction on Tabletop Simulator. So I got what I wanted. It's a decent army depending on what you're fighting against. But again, it could be bogged down easily, and depending if you're fighting a mainly infantry army, you're probably going to win most of the time. If you're fighting a heavy, I've only lost a few times, but that was mostly against things like Eldari. Anything with it pretty much can do massive damage. Take these guys out. That's not fun. Some Necron units have definitely ravished me. That was kind of not cool. In my opinion, to the person playing, they were enjoying themselves, but I can't fault them. How the game goes. How the game goes. So, for the most part, there's all my lead belcher. Oh no, I missed I missed two. I missed one toe. Cool, grab this up. How did I miss that one? Perfect. Here we go. checking, double checking, double checking. Touch that up. Okay. The lead belcher is done for right now. So this is what it looks like so far. As you can see, the metal is metally. Okay. What I do is actually hit up all the silver for, like, get all the metals done, except for like the element of this. I'm going to use that as a Regibeater armor color because, you know, I like the look of that color on most things. And we'll go with there. So first we'll do, well, again, let me grab Iron Hand steel. And first let me get some water. Sorry about that. It is taking a lot longer than I was expecting to do. Because it might take me about 3-4 hours just on the leg details. Wow, the knight's gonna be a big one, isn't it? I might have to do this in multi-parts. Okay, now we're gonna start with the Iron Hand steel. I'm gonna do this mostly over majority of the bigger parts, leaving a few indents areas. You'll see what I mean in a second. Okay, that dried. As you can see, I'm pretty much going all over the top of that. But not fully on everything. Just like, I'll show you in a second here. I'm going to go into the here area, down in here, but I'm not going to go in the middle of this, middle of that at all. I'm going to leave that completely originally. Oh, I know. I remember what I usually do. I usually touch this first with non-oil to show off the contrast of the colors. You know what? I'll do that. Damn, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do the other side first though, because that's dried. I can't really see the difference right now, but let me see if I can darken it up and show you what I usually mean. I think I did miss a step because I'm kind of just, you know, trying to be impressive, and I gotta realize that's not the case here. Get that wet, get that set up, and take out the water. Okay, now get all up in here and get this nice and kind of darker. Shade the hell out of the bit. So, yeah, I missed the step what I usually do. Damn it. I'm just rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing, guys. I'm sorry. Just null oil the hell out of this. Don't let it get too well. Some areas it can stick on. Don't be afraid to move it around. I don't know what that was stuck in there, but that got removed. Okay, yeah, the normal one was definitely darkening up the metal I wanted to be a color looking. Now when I put the other hand silver on later on, it will definitely bring out the color contrast I was looking to show initially. So this is just, yeah, enriches, in my opinion, enriches the coloring. Ooh, why does that look like a very thin that area I messed up on? Okay, darken this up some more. It's gonna need it. Actually, No is probably one of the other more used ones I use a lot. Just like Retributor, Stormhold Silver, and Liberator Gold, Iron Hand Silver, Lead Belchers, Non Oil, the ones I constantly use, and I mean constantly seem to use in most of my painting. Eventually, I would like to try something different. Like I saw this thing called the Blackest Black. I might use that over next time I use an Abaddon or something black. So I want to see how that black looks later on. I mostly use stuff from Citadel Paints, but I'm willing to branch out from that and explore. Here we go. Okay. Come on, bring this out. Bring it out a little more, yeah. So you can see how that looks, right? You know, maybe. It looks, to me, it looks a little bit darker. That's what normal is supposed to do, is darken the colors, the shader, so. Get this all up in here. Definitely, yeah. That's what I wanted originally. Yeah. Me being a goober, missing a step, rushing some stuff. Oh, I forgot the inside of here. Okay. Now we've got that all sorted out here. Doop doop doop. Sorry about that weird sound. I had no idea what I'm doing. Okay, non-oil applied. So far looks coming together again. I like this. I like a plan when it comes together. It's darkening for the color scheme. It's closer to more of a gunmetal than anything else now. Which I think that's what the intention of Lead Belcher was meant to be as close to, especially with the combination of non-oil. but I could be wrong. Yeah. There we go. More in here. All right. There we go. Okay, I should let that dry for a moment. Okay, null oil's done for now. I have a feeling we'll be using that a lot sooner today. Okay. Back to the iron hand silver. Iron hand steel. Why do I keep calling iron hand silver? Fix that strand there. Let me test something. Ah. Okay, if you can see it there, you can. I'm just going to gently work on the outsides of some of this. Majority of this, the darker color, that's going to be painted with this. Well, the best I can get this in some areas. Going to hit majority of the outlining effect with that. You know what, I'm having to use a smaller brush for that, because that sounds like a smarter idea. It's going to take longer, but I'm going to get to where I need to paint. I also just noticed that some of the areas I'm touching still look a little wet due to the null oil. So I'm just going to have to be a little more patient with that. Definitely going to touch up this screw and bolt in here with a lighter paint, just like all up in this center console. I want to do as well. Get this painted over. Line up the highlighted areas. There we go. I'm not really going over everything, just hitting up certain areas that you would think with the light hitting would kind of stand out with a lighter tone, is what I think I'm going to start going for. Okay, that's good, that's good. Let me paint it up a little bit more, see if you guys can tell the difference. If you can see, I'm just painting like most of the bigger areas, leaving the normal oil and lead belcher in the background there. Some of that paint just to, I think where I would catch an eye for more lighter tone to be in there. Definitely like on all the raised surfaces would definitely be the lighter metallics. Which is expected. Shading and all that fun stuff. The color change is just a little bit more subtle. What I'm kind of going for, I think. Touch up the areas, leaving. I'm painting it over the majority of the lead belcher up here, but leaving still some in the recesses to give a little nice contrast to it. There we go. As you can see, it's not fully up top of there, but you can still see. I think you can still see some of the tone, the lead belcher and all that in there. You know. Yeah, you can see some of the tone there. Yeah. Kind of seeing the legs now. Well, you better. I think you'll better see it when I get it out of here and actually into more of a better lighting. For that fact, go into here with some of that silver or the steel. Looks good so far. Actually, I like this turnout better than I was doing before. I still gotta get the other side here. Oh, paint this area up heavily. Get the outer lines in here. Boom. There we go. What is that? Probably not nothing important. I hope it's nothing important. Sorry, pull that away again. I'm going back over where I did the other side. Barely touching up some of the areas. Plop, plop, plop. That's probably not the right word or sound to say, especially on the internet these days. Okay, here's metallic base is looking nice. Okay, next side. Getting the side details in here. I'll just copy the other side over here pretty much. Get that little, oh, sorry. Get that all painted up in here, spread this out kind of nicely, but not completely cover 100% of the color. I still want to leave some of that lovely, lovely lead belcher in here. So I'm going to paint this up. Get around in here. A little bit in here. Definitely paint over this whole entire screw. Get some of this in here. Color. Now we're gonna lightly go back over these right in here. This is difficult trying to show you guys while painting. I'm so sorry if it looks stupid. Okay. If anyone's interested, the reason I fell in love with I think that, okay, this could maybe if not anyone's interested, but I'm a big fan for the Thousand Sons. I love their lore. I think Magnus was one of the first Primax I learned about. Originally, because I like their whole motif of Egyptian, plus some of them are like mummies because they're all dust inside, and the magic thing got me. Plus, you know, the blue and gold look great as well. So then I researched, as soon as I read who Magnus was, I started loving his backstory. Then I started researching more of the individuals of the Thousand Sons. Altogether, I love them. They're a very tragic legion. They meant well, but, you know, shit happens, you know? You just have one bad day and you forever burning a heretic, I see. You do a few stupid things, try to do your best, and you're kicked out of the Imperial. But he was probably trying to do the best, smartest thing he thought at the time he could do. What he should have did was just surrender. And then face the Emperor's condemnation. And yeah. Probably would have saved a whole legion or two from being smacked up in the face. But again, Space Wolves and Lehman Russ are stupid. And I say that proudly. I think I will eventually work with, paint that legion. They really do write off Lehman Russ as just kind of an asshole sometimes. I'm starting to like how they're redoing the Lion. He seems to be getting a little more or less a dick and more chilled out. Still hate Engron. I'm like, regardless of how they painted him off to be, he seemed like a little punk ass bitch. Great model look, just a punk ass bitch in the lore. Fucking Engron. Fucking Erebus originally though, you know? Piece of shit, Erebus. Causing shit for no reason other than to be a dick. Okay, that should be all the Iron Hand steel I needed to put in here. Oh no, nope, I missed an area. There we go. The colorations are just very minor, to say the least. It is little minor alterations, but they build up. Okay, now onto the final of this. Like I said, it might take about 2 hours just alone for the legs, maybe 3. I might have to do these in sections, to be honest. So we'll move that out of the way, clean up my brush. Is my stream looking okay? I know it's okay. Stormhorse Silver, guys, is the next color I'm working with. Oh yeah, this is gonna be one. It's too much on my brush. Okay, let's get the paint. I'm gonna paint this completer outer ring in here. I'm going to get this inner ring here. Yep, get that little guy in there. A little bit of that. Start edge highlighting some of the top raised portions of this. A little bit of that. Definitely this entire piston, because it's going to be, you know, wear and tear movement constantly, so it's going to be shinier than everything. In my opinion, that's how I'm going to paint that. Some of the cords are going to get look like they've been worn a little. Just finely detailing little things like that. Touch up here a little bit. Little toes area again, gonna get touched up with something. Add a little layering to that. Let me see some. I might want to just make these down here completely silver. Now I'll leave those as they are, but I'll definitely get the chains definitely painted a little bit brighter than they are. There it goes. That looks a little more regal. Got these little metallics, you know, give a little detail here and there. Oof. Yeah, I'll work with that. Can you guys see the detailing I've got going on? There we go. I think the detailing will show up a little bit here and there. Let me just highlight this little bit there. It'll definitely show up a little bit more of the discoloration factor, where it looks like seems like the joints would have been worn and moved around a little bit more on. So I'll definitely touch with that. Here and there, a little bit, you know, wear and tear, grinding, you know. These details in here. Finely as hell too. And to each their own how you guys want to paint them. This is how I'm doing my stuff. If you guys have a better way of doing things, I'm all ears. Definitely like giving these vents a little bit more, you know, little thought about them. Maybe wear and tear more. Actually, I have an idea. I'll probably do a burnt thing because, you know, them being grates constantly being used. Paint this like such. Just gonna finally put details in here randomly. Like, well, not randomly, but I would, you know, have little small little details, in my opinion, sticking out. My personal comfort. Oh, this looks so good coming together. I wish you guys can, you know, you guys are getting a good view of how this looks. Probably not doing too much of a good justice of it. Painted up in here. So we're going to pretty much copy the fleet one side to the other, like always. Highlights and sharp edges. Make sure the pistons have been brought out and lightened up so everyone can tell where the wear and tear of them are going. Hit up some of these pipings. Good, looking good. Splashing a few random lighting details in here. Perfect. Looking really good as it gets going. Oh, that looks so good. Now I just gotta get. Ah, that's what I thought. I didn't touch any of these inside leg parts again. That's what I need to do, is start doing those inside these legs parts more. Touching this back. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to line up this little area back here so lightly. There we go. Cool. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Paint up these little grates in the legs here for now. Oh, sweet. Just paint a little bit here. There we go. A little bit more in here. I will say that is a nice contrast to the metals. And that's looking good, so that's looking great so far. Okay, so we've got the metals finally worked out in here. Well, not 100% the metals. But I think it's time I start working on these sections here, the panels. For that, we're going to start off with Warpstone Glow. It's a layer. I don't know. I'm starting with a layer. Probably just see I'm going to see how the color looks first before I touch up on color. Caliban green. Or for the green could be more green instead of whatever this is. So start with these leg panels. probably use a smaller brush because I realize I'm going to go into some really detailed area here. Very deep. It's going to probably take a little bit longer to get in. Oh, probably should have dried off that brush a little bit. Yeah. Okay. After we paint this panel piece, because I'm only going to the halfway point here. I want to see something. I think I'm using a small, tiny brush to get this. I want the color to stick, but I also don't want it to pull up so badly that it's like globbed. So I don't want it too thin where it looks like you can see what's beneath. That's why I'm choosing to do the green as it is. So in case the Caliban green happens to be a little bit thin by accident the first time, at least it can be covered by the green beneath. And slowly but surely, I'm just going to paint this whole entire thing up. Come on. Don't deny me there. Okay. That's what the warp stone looks like so far. Let's paint the rest of the leg, the one side of the leg on this. And then I will assess from there. There we go. Trying to smooth it out. Whew. Wow, this green looks really nice. I really would like to see what the Caliban looks on top of this. That's going to be interesting. Let me paint this real fast and I'll show you guys what I'm working on. Sorry about that. Very, very small area. Gotta be gentle. The less I make mistakes, the better. Okay, so this is what I'm going with right now. You know what it reminds me of? The 90s green Power Ranger. Like, this looks more also like the Astra Militarum green that you would see on the box art. At least in my opinion, that's what the green kind of resembles for a color size wise. And if you're wondering why I'm not painting the other half of this, I want to do a white on that. Just looked at the paint as it was drying. It's not a smooth paint job I just did. Let me try and smooth it out. Perfect. Why does this look like the Astra Martin? Unless the greens all look the same pretty much to me, which would be bad. Could be very bad. Just getting the crotch plate. I forgot what they really call those. Where are the weird armor area for Valentry symbolism, I think. Oh, whatever. Thank you, whoever's doing work above me in my apartment. You're a dick. Being so loud. Sorry, I'm going quiet again. Getting focused on the detailing work of this location. Oh, here we go, slowly ever. Oh, so satisfying. It's so satisfying being able to touch that up like this. Now, get it from the back side. People are like, why are you worried about what's going on behind it? Well, I like to be thorough with my paint. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Okay, nothing smeared that I know of. Okay, the green's starting to come quite beautifully. It's not a bad green. I really kind of do want to see what the Caliban Green's color is going to turn out to be. I might forego that. I'm experimenting with color schemes today, guys. It's not too bad. Interesting to see how light of a warpstone green that was. Let's try this Caliban Green. It's one of the newer colors I haven't played with yet. Stay open. It's more of a sage forest green. I will admit, from the onset, it looks. Oh, they're not. That's a really dark green. Explains a lot with the, probably tying into the lore of Caliban and Dark Angels. I don't know. I think I actually like the darker one more. It's definitely like a sage kind of green. Just get that all dotted up like that. Part of me feels like I'm just dotting this in slowly but surely is how it is coming in. Oh, now I'm starting to wear thin. Okay, now we can re-up the brush. Dead. Man, that is just a very watery wash. I'm having a wash. Oh. My finger was in that. That's not good. Sorry about that. Slowly bringing this color into here, because this one seems to be. Man, this really reminds me of the Blood Angels Red. Beautiful color, just a pain in the ass to work with. Like most, like technicals. Technicals very watery, but very gorgeous when they finish. Ugh. Gotta be careful not to overload the hoe. Okay, chat, contrast. Which one do you think? Hmm. I'm gonna go with the Caliban green. Paint over this kneecap real fast. That shouldn't take too long. There we go. Ooh. That glided right over beautifully at the green. Look at that. Actually, it is blending really beautifully with that green. So it looks like the future. I'm going to use the Warpstone green. Then I'm going to put the Caliban right over it to get that beautiful glide on. It looks like it's just coming beautifully on. It's mixing together well too. So I just learned something new for myself when painting a green like this. But come on. Give me a chance to make it look like a giant solid color. Okay, again, I keep touching that kneecap. Not a good idea. There we go. Paint it up. I still got the middle there and the banner I want to play with. I seriously could probably take the next 8 hours to finish the rest of this model. I haven't done any of the crazy stuff yet. This is just baseline stuff, in my opinion. I haven't put any of the details in the legs either. I haven't even touched the white yet. Okay, I still gotta touch the white. I still gotta start touching the gold. Still got some more detailing to play with as well. This project's taking a little bit longer, but I freaking love it. Look at that. It kind of looks like I'm painting him in the colors of Lionel L. Johnson. This is the Imperial Knight Warden of the House of the no, not the House of, this is the this Imperial Knight Warden is under the control of the Dark Angel's chapter. Not really. Well, like I said, the color went on smoother when I did the warp stone color, so I'm going to do that to the feet and the banner here next. Then I'm going to come back and start doing the white. Warp stone. Hit it with the Caliban green. Get the white in there. No, get the gold on first and then touch the white. And then that should be everything on that lineup. Interesting enough. Okay, let me put my hand over here. Let's go. Damn. Cool. Paint. That looks like crap, but I'm gonna make it look nice before I. Interesting. I don't even know what I want to put for the fieldy on these things with the symbology. No! My hand just went into one of the legs. Oh, damn it. Stay. How bad did I mess up that? Ugh. Well, I gotta touch that up eventually, so. Still, didn't want to do that. Okay. Strange. Now it's all okay. One solid piece in the bag, except for the tassels in the bottom. Perfect. Oh. Oh no, that's the size. I can't really touch those without that going gold. Now let's touch these feet up. Perfect. slowly but surely build up the colors, and slowly getting there. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So guys, what is your guys' favorite chapters? In Chaos or Loyalist? I want to know. I'm interested to hearing everyone's opinions in the chat below. Type it in the thing. You know to do the thing. That's all I can say is do the thing. You know the thing. No, phone, I don't care. Unless it's a phone call saying, hey, you just won $10 million, I'll be like, okay. But it ain't gonna happen. But again, anyone who's jumping in and you see the term VTuber, I do apologize. I'm just using my camera to show this instead of my avatar. So, hope you guys are enjoying the show. Any comments, questions, concerns, please let me know. Be very meticulous. Boom. Yeah. Grab that up. This little guy too. Just want to get in between where color. Oh, this is gonna be fun when I come in back in here with the Caliban green on all this. If anyone's not noticing what I'm doing, sorry about that. I'm working on getting all the this colored in with the warp stone before I go back over with the darker green. I feel like as though that just slides on with it when there's another color on. That's why you get the small little brushes for this reason. The fine little detail. These little things make or break sometimes. They can turn something from a really good one to like a spectacular piece. Just the smallest details. It also shows a little bit of pizzazz. Oh, sweet. Hold on. Okay, that's that foot. One foot done, working on the second. future I'll put like music or something. I just didn't want to just, you know, have too much going on the stream. Maybe next time I'll throw on a lore video for Warhammer in the background so we can mindlessly talk about that in the background, but I also don't want to be like, you're using copyrighted materials. You know, someone will probably try and flag it if I use a video on someone's stuff and without mentioning or showing it. Because you know how people are with fair use these days. So I'm like, I understand people they want to make sure that people aren't ripping them off, but at the same time, if the video's like a year or two old and I'm using your video where you're going, well, you should be watching it, and like, are you still getting ad revenue on an old video? Because I really doubt people are getting a year later or 2 years later ad revenue on the video. But I could be wrong because I don't know how the system works. I'd like to know though. Oh, so satisfying though, seeing this coming together like this. Oh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Gotcha. As everyone can see, I've got all that painted up. You can see the two-tone colorations. I just finished a little bit more coloring here. This came a little streaky. Oh no, I just overran on that one there. Oops. Okay, that should do it for the warp stone. Now back to the Caliban. Touch some areas up I can see. Okay, touch this back up. Bam. Oh, now we go over the detailing of coloring this all in. As you can see, we'll Probably not from your angle, I'm sorry. Starting to touch back up all the stuff I just hit with the warp stone. Green with the Caliban green. Giving that darker color scheme to the entire model. Touch up certain areas here again. Whoop, 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 bloop, 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 do. Glides right on, I swear. Huh. Come on, let's get this. Ooh. That's satisfying to see that going there like that. Sorry. Probably won't give me any views on anything, but you know, I enjoy the hobby of both VTubing and painting miniatures for Warhammer, so it's a win-win-win for me. I'm doing two things I like the most to do. On top of that, I'm gaining skills and proficiency in learning how to stream and hold a conversation. And all I can do is get better with each use of every time I get on. So that's all I can say, and I appreciate it, guys. Get this small little corner right about. So, chat, how does that look? Look at the legs. It's a nice green, actually. It's a very gorgeous green. Okay, we're going to start with the back of the banner, since that's more dry than the other one is. There we go. Grab that. Oh. Oh, that's so detailedly fine right there in this banner. Ooh, ooh. That is satisfying when everything goes in there without messing up. Touch that up. I see the lines coming through in there. That's not having me. Damn. Oop. Okay. gonna run out during that part of the thing. Okay. I have a feeling it's gonna need another coat later on to double check that. So, feet. You know, the Warpstone color, other than the Astro Maritime green, also in the Power Ranger green, kind of reminds me of like a Nickelodeon slime color. Like, there's a variation of that green, and it's like a lot of my, it's like a lot of was used for a lot of different things. But I could be wrong on that. I'm pulling the same random shit for the same random shit. Oh, I messed up. I gotta come back with some metal one now. Ugh. Damn. Okay, so I gotta come back with iron and silver. Gotta touch up some of the feet I messed up. Highly particular about that. Go. Perfect. That should. Okay. Slight touch-ups here and there for the color. Oh. Paint that back. Okay, I feel as though that's that for the green for now. Like, damn. I gotta wait for some of this green to dry. You don't want to go for the gold pieces today. And now we'll be working our way to the Retributor armor. Let's go. We're going to first start off with inside here. And maybe a little gentle and cautious around some of this. As you can see, working little minor details like those, and this. Slowly working my way through here. No need to rush and mess up. That's good. It's perfect. Okay. Wonderful. Paint these little eagles down here. Fuck. Sorry, we're just. My eyes kind of went a little cross-eyed there because I was staring too hard at trying to get this thing to. My vision to narrow down and focus on this. Okay. Have you ever been so like focused that your eyes kind of start to blur and then cross-eye and all that fun stupid stuff? Yeah. Happens to me sometimes when I get to this point. Get this little thing. I gotta come back with the white and get him. There's a little skull in there, and there's a little skull on the other side I gotta play with. Right there. Oh, so interesting. This is one of the other pain ones. The two of the other pain in the ass ones I had to build were definitely Magnus. Well, Magnus was, he was detailed, yes. The Monolith and the Mutalith Beast. That's another pain in the ass one I had to paint. Was the Vortex Mutalith Beast. Jesus, so much paint, so many different parts. Can you imagine if I had glued this all together to paint it? This would have been a nightmare to paint had I built it all at one time to paint it. last one over here. Oh no, I got 2 more things over here. I got this little guy right here. Oh, there we go. These look so nice when you get them like that. These little detailing things. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is my camera like having a hard time adjusting? Idea. Boop. Okay, let's continue with the gold here. Okay, maybe take a second to let it dry a little. Okay. So I'm pulling it off. Okay, I'm going to be working on this little outline of the gold down in here. So difficult to play with. There it is. Perfect. Now that that's knocked out, let's go to the back side, and I just got a little problem on the bottom there, the tassels. Okay. Okay, now we gotta finish off that. I forgot about the golden eagles in the back. Ooh, I saw that. I just did something stupid. Perfect. Now, just get this gold outline on the sides. Oh, that messed up on the back there. Shit. That needs to be correct. That needs to be corrected. Okay, I can definitely work with that. Okay, next step. Start working on the armor pieces. Trying to get all this gold in here without messing up anything. I don't want to redo anything. But I just did have to because I just saw that. Damn. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. Okay. Minor touch up with the green. Okay, let's try and touch this up without messing anything up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, now that I got that one done, let's get the rest of this leg knocked out. Got to be gentle. Got to be very careful how I'm touching certain sides of certain areas. We're so gentle. missed something, so I'm coming back up here to touch that for. Oh no, I actually was correct. I had not had to touch that. Let me touch that with the white. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get a magnifying glass. Oof. Whew. Whew. They have these little tiny micro magnifying glass. They work so well for a project like this. Whew. There we go. Come on. Oh yeah, this is helping so much with this. I'm not making any more mistakes by being too heavy-handed. Good. Come on, we're getting there. We're getting so close. So careful with some of this stuff. Shit. I didn't notice I missed that. There we go. Come on. This is such a pain in the ass. Oh, it's gonna look so beautiful when it's done, though. Cool. Let me finish all the gold trim first, and then I'll come back with the green, and then I hit the white. It's looking great so far. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Beautiful so far, right? Let me get the bigger ones first down here before I move into the top. Okay, this is... Wow, almost 3 hours into this. Like I said, had I probably been doing the whole thing, it probably would take me 10-12 hours to paint. Which that sounds like a fun thing to do. I don't want to break it up for another day. I don't think anyone wants to sit here and watch someone paint for 10 hours. Am I right, chat? You guys don't want to watch me paint for 10 hours? Go. Sweet. Now we gotta get to the finer detail here. Okay, this is where I'm probably gonna need. Yeah. There we we go. Get rid of some of this excess. Yeah, I'll play with that later. Now, let's get back to the let's get this. Come on. Gently, gently, gently. Color this in. With that nice retributor gold. Fuck. Fuck. Let's go clean that up. Damn, I'm messing with that. Crap. Before I blunder that, I'm gonna open this back up and start playing with that green shit. Damn it, I'm so sorry about that. I'm just trying to not. Okay. Touch that back up. Okay. Let's finish this back up down here. Boom. Okay, everything's touched up a little bit. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Touch a little bit of that. Hold back in that section. I mean, like a smidgen of this gold here. Oh, damn it. I missed some of the gold. I gotta clean up. Damn it. Oops. Okay. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, the gold. Get the gold in. To finish these last two pieces here. Yeah, I gotta get these two done with gold. Right on flesh shade some of the gold areas I'm going to touch up. Then the last thing I should do is the white, and then hit up with the last of the Iron Hand silver. And that should take me to the rest of this. Thank you, Stream Elements, for telling me what's going on. Probably no one's been watching, so it's got to show up something in the chats. Boop, 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 boop. I will save the Iron Hand silver for last, because I have another purpose for it. I keep calling it Iron Hand silver, it's Iron Hand steel. No, it's Iron Hand steel, yeah, my bad. Cool. There we go. Come back with the gold, touch up that again, and this green come back in there and touch up some of the insides there. Okay. The centerpiece knocked out. So get that little guy here out. I don't care about much of the other stuff. Once I get to the white, but that's another subject. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm just mumbling to myself, trying to get myself focused on what I gotta finish up here. Man, it's getting hot today. I love that summer, right? Weird question, chat. Oh, don't tremble. My hands naturally do that. I'm trying. Thank you for the tip, though. Okay, here we go. Slight little things, slight little things. Okay. Okay. How's your day going? I'm doing great. Enjoying two of my favorite hobbies, streaming and painting Warhammer miniatures. How's your day going? I normally have a VTuber model, but I'm using my camera currently to film this. And looking great so far. Did I miss anything? Oh, I missed a little area over in here. Okay, that's that going right there. Okay, I think I got the gold I needed out of there. Now I'm gonna hit up. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush again real fast. Oh, I know, yeah. Trust me. It's a little warm bit. It's a lot cooler than the last couple of days have been. I don't know about you, but at least here it's a lot cooler the last couple of days. But today it's not that day. Oh, back to the Caliban green. Gotta touch up some areas that I overlapped on. Stop. Open. Open. Touch that up. So a little bit of that in there. Me a little bit. Touch up this. For the most part, that looks gorgeous, what I've been able to do so far. I'm happy about my work. I'm just not done yet with that. Okay. Where did I put that one? Oh, there's the Reichland's flesh shade. I'm gonna shade some of the golds, not completely all the gold there. You? Oh, the painting is looking. Oh, thank you so much. This is my third army I've been playing with. My first army was 1,000 Suns. Oh yeah, I get better as I paint more. I'm actually happy about that. I'm really happy about that. It turned out really well. Nope, wrong brush. Let's get some Reichland flesh shade on the back of these. Oh no, what did I do? Yeah. Okay, just gonna touch up this with a little bit of the coloring. That one, just the inside of these sprues, I'm going to be hitting with the Reichland flesh shade. You know what? Let's give these guys a little bit more definition and color with some shading. really nice. Oh, I've got 3 armies. Well, this would be. I'm building my 3rd army. My first army is my Thousand Suns army. I have a 2,000 point army with that. My next army was the Necrons I did with that one. But my 2 figureheads for the main pieces for both those armies was, of course, Magnus for the Thousand Suns, and my monolith will be the biggest size piece I've got for the my Necrons. But after that, I've got 2 Doomsday's Ark as well in my Necron army. I also have a Vortex Meteorite Beast in my Thousand Suns. So that was a fun one to paint. But that was... I wouldn't mind touching another one and getting a different color with that too. Okay, got the color with that. Okay, let's start doing the white. I just saw a color I wanted with the technical color for white. It was looking at the Valheim. Was it Valheim white or something? Or the Blizzard? That looked like a really nice white. I wanted to try on a model eventually. So, don't need that. Okay. I'm probably going to be finishing with these, the white, and then I'm going to touch up everything with Iron Hands steel. And then that will probably be that for the day, since that was like 4 hours. Well, it's like 3 hours right now so far in my stream. But knowing this, it'll probably take me closer to 4. But I do appreciate you being here, Zero. You mind if I call you Zero for short? Okay, get that. As much as I like playing with the white scar, it is always one of the ones that's like, no matter how much I feel like I gotta put like a bunch in here because it's just so runny and white. But yeah, I could. Oh. Thank you, Zero. Name's Devil, by the way. Well, Devil's Scythe, but you can just call me Devil for short. Nice to meet you, sir. How many armies do you got? Or do you have any yourself? Appreciate that. I do apologize if I get quiet. I just get really focused on some areas like this. I'm really excited for when I get to the arms eventually to paint these because I really want to do you know how the plasma glow on some people do a plasma glow for the weapons? I want to kind of do that kind of combination with Barbaros blue and Sotek green. I want to play with that for the glowing effect on the Thunderclaw or the Thunderstrike Fist. Gauntlet, my bad. Sometimes I forget to think before I speak. Whew. I really don't want to oversaturate this white, but it's like one of the colors I have a hard time putting on anything. but I have a feeling I might have to do this one in multiple layers because of that effect. Are they really that expensive an army? I know the extra militarium is kind of has multiple different pieces, and you can choose like different styles from things. I didn't know they were that big of a collection. I actually was looking. I keep hearing rumors we're going to be getting the Emperor's Children. I really would like to do that color scheme too. That looks very fun. But again, I wouldn't mind also doing Blood Angel's army, and I really want to eventually do an Orc army as well, since doing different armies. I don't know, it felt like it cost me like almost $1,500 just for my Necrons, the way they were going. And it was almost impossible to get some of those pieces because the monolith kept selling out every time I went to go get it. The connective court was a pain in the ass to get a hold of too. Ah! So you have one of everything from the creek, or? I take it that's one of your favorite factions too? Okay. I appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's a great hobby. You know, you can never go wrong. Well, you probably can't go wrong. You go bankrupt, but it's a fun hobby. It's gives you something to do. So can't really blame a guy for enjoying what they enjoy. And here we go. Slowly piling on this white scar. Why did this one come out a lot better this side than the other side? I don't know. Well, they have some great lore behind their whole faction too. I don't know how. Oh, I'm gonna. Sorry about that. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I don't know why the auto thing put junkies as a bad term. Okay, gotta love that censorship stuff that I don't put in here. But no, the Krieg have a wonderful backstory with how they rebelled and they got smacked around, and to return their grace, they pretty much never run from a fight. Even their horses have gas masks, which I've also saw was like, that is an interesting. They did a lot of fun things with that faction too. But again, it's been what 30 plus years this whole thing's been going on. They do a great job at creating some beautiful backstories for these groups. The more I learn, the more I'm like, I really don't have well, I do still love my Thousand Sons, but I'm beginning to love every faction more and more the more I learn about their lore. Granted, correction, the only faction I really despise probably is still the Word Bearers Legion. Don't like their Primarch in general. I hate Erebus the most. That's probably why I hate that entire group, is because of Erebus. But again, Erebus was meant to be like a very hated character, I think. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around a lot with the lore. Just things come to my head and I just feel like it just pops right out. Without a filter sometimes. Okay. Oh yeah, that is definitely. This bothers me right here. I can see the bottom of everything. That's why I'm kind of like. You can see the bottom like you're looking at an eggshell through it, which is probably what it's supposed to be, but still. Ugh. Yes and no. Like, you know, he was told not to use his powers, and he still went against it like an idiot. But I can also still understand, like, he was trying to warn the Emperor without alerting Horus through via comms and, you know, stuff like that. So I can see both sides of that. But how afterwards he acted like a complete little bitch, in my opinion. Like, oh, I got smacked around and I yelled at. Now my brother's coming to arrest me, but I'm just going to completely screw over my entire legion. Oh, I know, it's so vast. I actually kind of want to start reading the books. Like, I want to read the series of the Emperor, like the Golden Throne series. That's really an interesting one I just saw. But I learned a lot of my lore from either Westhammer or Imperial Orator and Voldemort, another lore person I tend to learn my stuff from, other than when I Google some things. Or the codexes when I read them when I get a chance to. Could be here all day playing with this white over here because I'm never satisfied. Okay, there's the white there. Oh yeah, touch up of everything and that. And go through and touch up some things. Particularly I want to touch up the iron hands. Back down in here, I messed up some with the green. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna. Well, he wasn't totally at fault, but at the same time, he did learn and about the dangers and all that, and was kind of still blissfully. I just a little upset. Like, I understand like the why the war, like the Emperor didn't tell anyone about the whole using the Eldari webway because they would have been foiled by demons, but it was already seemed like it was already being stomped on already. And yeah, there was a lot of things that could have been done. But I just find it more interesting, like how it seemed like even after the Great Crusade was over, the Emperor and Malcador would have tossed them all to the side anyways, it seems like. But at least what the theory I heard about was that they were really pretty much just like, okay, go conquer, and afterwards, if you can't be rehabilitated, you're being destroyed, and yeah. I'm like, that seems kind of shitty. No wonder all the Eternals fled after they found out what his main plan was. I still want to know what he did on Malak to get the power. That wasn't fully explained either. Like, but again, I missed something. I just realized I missed something. Well, I need that back in. Give me that. Computer. We haven't really heard much about the Alpha Legion either in a very long time. I'm surprised they're even operating the way they're going with everything. I haven't heard much about the Alpha Legion. Actually, I haven't really seen many people play the Alpha Legion in tabletop. But again, I haven't really been playing that much this edition. And I'm fairly new anyway, so. Oh, I know, yeah. The Emperor's a dick. I'm not going to deny you. Learning a lot more about the lore of the Emperor, he is kind of like, wow, yeah. No wonder Earth threw all your kids into the goddamn void when she had a chance. Shit. Even Melkor wasn't even that good of a uncle figure. He was already like, okay, we're at the end of the Crusade. I'm going to give humans the power here. Like, honestly, none of the... But again, I can understand the Emperor's idea. He wasn't intending them to be forever at that state of war. He was intending to, okay, we'll get this done. It's going to suck ass. But then we'll all be safe and all that fun stuff. Good point. That's a very good point. It's like, hey, we made this cool group of people that are supposed to be super sneaky. We don't know how to write ourselves any further. That's what it seemed like what happened for that Legion. Okay. For the most part, I'm doing. The only thing I want to do is take the Iron Hand silver and touch up all the little tiny little rivets to give that tiny more last little detail here. So far, wow, yeah, it's... So what do you think the next Primarch's coming back? Which one do you think? Got what? Because they already gave what? 30K just gave Fulgrim. Do you think he's going to come back this year? Or are you going to think... Because I know they gave us Lionel Johnson for the Loyalist side. Do you think we're going to gain another Chaos Primarch? Because we still got a bunch of Primarchs that could make it back into the setting. But it kind of also, that's what it feels like Games Workshop trying to get to, is bringing back the Primarchs. Isn't that already going? Oh, no, it's about to happen because of what happened to Yarick. You know what's going to happen. Gazgul's probably going to die and then get reborn like what the other orc that's in pretty much the realm of Khorne right now, where they pretty much die and every day they get reborn. But that would be an interesting battle to see Gazgul and Engron. Actually, I would like to see that as a whole like series on Hammer and Bolter. If everyone's wondering what I'm doing, I'm just pointing little dots on the armor here for the little touch up. But I appreciate you guys all staying by and watching, especially you, Zero, for your comments. You've been great back and forth, actually. Really do appreciate that. Wow, I did not realize there were so many little rivets. Probably can't see them, probably especially since my camera, but I am trying to get every little detail on this. And yeah. There you are. Okay, there's that half. Now let's get the next group over here. Yeah. It's going to pretty much be a back and forth game of Gazgo and Angron going at it. Who knows? Gazgo might become a chaos demon afterwards. I'm interested to see, because I know they're doing the whole Tyranid Wars right now. Wonder if they're going to see any move from the Necrons at all. Because it seems like when we had the Arcs of Omen, so we've had Engron, Magnus, Mortarion all pretty much play a role. The only ones I haven't seen is Perturabo show back up. We haven't seen Fulgrim since he pretty much went to Cum Cocoon in his little world in the warp. And yeah, I'm really surprised to see how they're going to do some of the story narratives coming soon. I feel like we had the whole Arcs of Omen series and no mention of Fulgrim. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Well, everyone has a very different opinion in that subject, so it's good to hear how other people would have done something or how they would have liked to have seen certain things happen. Okay, getting close to what I'm looking to finish here. Just double checking my work real fast. Ah, that's what I thought. Oh, he'll probably go around hunting everybody for eternity if he became a demon. Like, he would always go like a constant war. That's all he would be, and I think he would probably be almost a champion of Khorne for that reason. Surprisingly, I'm really surprised like most of the orcs haven't fallen over to Khorne in general because of, you know, their penchant for killing things. But yeah, here's my... Oh, I got a good point. I just saw that, and now that I got the chance to do that, I'll probably touch up this white one more time. Whew. Okay. It's funny, I actually started learning about Warhammer during the pandemic when everything was locked up. I was like, oh, why is it now take me this so long to figure out this hobby? Okay. Okay, well, it just took me 3.5 hours just to do these legs. They came out beautiful in my opinion. I can't wait to touch the rest of the model. But again, that might take me a good another 6-7 hours alone with everything going, yeah. Well, I appreciate everyone stopping by, and thank you so much, Zero, for enjoyable conversation and the follow. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you everyone so much. Have a wonderful day. Devil's Sight out.